Hello and welcome back to sort of Elpisia. My name is Ben from Switchrpg.com. I almost forgot the name of this game. Anyway, we've gotten out of the Cordelia residence, whatever, where Terra and Edward were terrorizing women, which isn't great. I mean, they shouldn't terrorize anybody, but especially women. And we're here back in the town. We're going to see what the innkeeper has to say, I guess. And the tavern owner came out and he said, "Thank you for helping the town. You guys are our saviors. We owe you a debt we can never repay in full. We didn't do it to save you guys. There's no need to feel indebted to us. But we can't just not repay you." I see. In that case, money would be... Do you have no heart? They were being exploited terribly until just a while back. Thank you so much, really. We can't go as far as a festival, but at least won't you let us make you dinner for you all tonight? Mabu was just a kid, too. We know how to make food for children as well as for adults. Please don't treat me like a child. We'll take you up on your offer for dinner, but normal food is fine. You don't have to worry about that. Fried chicken, omelets, hamburgers, we'll be happy to make things like that for you. Hamburgers. You like hamburgers, do you? Make some really delicious ones. Hey, no, it's not that. There are foods that many people like no matter what their age. I'm one of them, that's all. Ariel, we know that you're a victim too. You didn't obey the Lord by choice, did you? But we can't forget what you did to us. There's no problem with you coming into town as you want, but as for living here, sorry, we can't have that. That'll be better for all of us, I'd say. Yes, I understand. I'm sorry for causing so much trouble until now. For now, come to the tavern. There are still many people who want to say thanks to you. The place has nothing to do with war. It's quite lively, and there shouldn't be problems with daily life. The only problem the Lord has been dealt with. The townspeople feel indebted to me. Living here, not just as a resident, but as someone who saved the town. That wouldn't be normal life. That wouldn't be the normal life I want. Sorry to say this, Aldo, but in the end, I don't want to live here. As I said at lunchtime, if the place doesn't meet your conditions, we'll look for another place. Thank you. I've already completed what I agreed with the innkeeper. We can leave the town tomorrow. The women who were maids told me that the magic tool for clay was smashed by the Lord. They collected the parts for me. Do you think you could repair it? Very complex construction. Where did you get it? Bought it from a merchant, but I don't know any details. He said that it was from the time of the sages, though. It was from more than 100 years ago. Many of the techniques of magic from that time are still not fully understood. If something from that time is being used, it's going to be really difficult to repair it. If you really want me to, I'll give it a try, but I've only been repairing things for a year and a half. It'll be a gamble, so I recommend trying someone else. Calpo Dominion makes more magic tools than anywhere else on Terra. Go there and you'll be likely to find a skilled craftsman. You guys are going to continue your travels, are you? Really, I'd like to be of help. Please don't worry about us. It's natural to prioritize someone you care about. Okay, I'm going to be leaving. Let's meet again. And he leaves for a second time. Enough of that. Show yourself. Ariel, what's wrong? Please use me, Aldo. I'll run errands. I'll do anything, so please. You're free now. You don't have to obey anyone. You should just live as you want to, right? Right. That's why I want to repay you for what you did for me, Aldo. The life and my livelihood, my rights as a human. I got all those back thanks to you, Aldo. I have to repay you for everything you did. You don't have to feel such an obligation. He only did it for the sake of his reputation. Reason is not important. For me, being rescued by Aldo is a fact that nothing else will ever come close to. I see. In that case, repay me in cash. Wow, you really are the worst. Sorry, I didn't get any wages, so I don't have... What can you do? I have knowledge of battle. I can eliminate enemies, and I can be a shield. And the effects of the magic tool are still in my body, so I can be of help if you ever need physical strength. I see. I don't like building up debts from people all the time. You can make up things by working. Period is, well, we can decide that later. Feelings are difficult to measure as the subject of an agreement. Thank you, Aldo and Alice. Till my dying day, I'll do my very best for you. You don't have to go that far. People start thinking that I have a servant, things could be troublesome. Feel happy if you just treated us normally, too. I understand. Okay, how about we go somewhere? It's going to take a while to enter the Kalpo Dominion. Do you know of any other towns? Used to be a village called Metis. It was abandoned 6 months ago because of a drop in population. Other places... It's not a town, but it's to the northeast. Between the mountains, there's a guest house called Kotori Villa. Doesn't have to be a town, not if it meets my conditions. How about we go and see? You'll be with us for a while. Do your best. All right. I had to get that out. I'm sorry. All right, so she can equip hammers. Steel sonic flattening. Well, I would prefer in a normal enemies one column when set at the same time as row axe, changes attack range to all. It gives so much more strength, I might as well. And she has no armor, so that's great. What is her... Okay, so she's fire. We'll go ahead and put the fire bangle on her. All right. Okay, I guess we're done with this village. I mean, I could buy something for her, but we'll probably find something better along the way, so we might as well just go ahead and get going. All right. Oh, hey. No mountain to traverse or anything. We just go to the villa. Here we are. This is Kotori Villa. Manager must be inside. Let's go. Hey, you're not open? That's right, I'm afraid. The manager has hurt his back. What are we gonna do? Be easy to return to Belinda, but there's not much merit in making there our base any longer. Excuse me, would it be possible to rent a room? Cleaning hasn't been done, but if you're only using it for a break... Okay, let's come to agreement. We'll provide labor till tomorrow. We'll cook and clean and do whatever else you want. In return, you let us stay for free for 1 day. Of course, you don't have to treat us as guests. That sounds good. I'm really pleased with those conditions. What, you're exhausted too, aren't you? Just think of it as having taken on workers. Okay, sorry to have to ask, but will you do that for us? Yeah, it's a deal. May paraphrase some of this stuff because it's just so much dialogue. Well, you use a knife well. Do you like cooking? Not so much like, I'm just used to it. I see. You're so different from my husband. If I let him hold a knife, it'd be so dangerous. Excuse me, let me help too. Alright, please cut up the rest of the ingredients. Same way. Okay, I'll be finished in an instant. Cutting board has split clean in two. I'll do the cooking, you do the laundry. They're just doing the laundry in the sink right there? Was the pot that small before? Okay. So clearly she doesn't have a touch of finesse. Cleaned very thoroughly, Alice. I've lived on my own for such a long time. I can do most housework, but I'm not good at cooking. It's enough to be able to throw something together. All that fancy cooking, you can leave that to a chef. But alone at your age, it must be hard for you. Excuse me, is there anything I can help with? Sweep the floor with a broom. Is that an old broom? We only bought it last month. Don't worry, things like that happen. How about you go and change the bed sheets? Don't believe it. Sorry. Ariel, I'll see to things here. You do something else. What, she's gonna cockfight now? Oh, don't pick me. I'm not your food, you know. Those are gigantic chickens. Or roosters, or whatever you want to say. I mean, look at them. They're freaking stout. Maybe they do, bird fighting. I need to collect the eggs. Get out of the way. Really am sorry. I wanted to repay you, but all I'm doing is getting in your way. What can I do? There's nothing I can do. Drop some firewood with this axe. It's normal to split firewood with magic, but if you do that, some magic remains in the wood. When you get old, you stop being able to control magic. There's magic in the firewood. Yeah, it causes fires. Yeah, that sounds like something she could do. Enough firewood to last us a whole year. It's nothing like that. Aldo gave me some advice. He's really kind and gentle. Isn't that because you're looking at him as a person who owed you so much? He's insensitive and a nuisance, and it's true. He's not like other adults, though. Finished chopping the firewood. Don't swing that axe around like that. Finished, have you? Good. There's an emergency. We've been here all this time. How could they have gotten in? We don't have enough herbs. We need to go find anti-basil. Don't mind if there's not a quite enough seasoning, or are you the type who has to make cooking perfect? I don't care about the taste as long as it's edible, but the food today has to have anti-basil. Draws out the poison from the other ingredients. If not, we're going to all be rushing towards the toilet until tomorrow lunchtime. Oh, Lord. Southeast is Lake Halpalique. There's a lot of anti-basil growing there. Wow, what a weird quest. We stop at this inn, and the only thing they have to cook is something that's poisonous. Just seems like an excuse for us to have to go and do something. In other words, it's pretty dumb. Just gonna be completely honest. I am, as of right now, I would say this is one of the least interesting stories of a Kimco game I've played. It's definitely not good, but a lot of times they are pretty decent, and of course, we're still very early on at this point. It's possible with those like Power Ranger looking dudes. Once we learn more about them, maybe that'll be the saving grace. But as of right now, it's not looking too great. I mean, you think about it. This dude that is a repairman, it blew up this girl's house. And now we're having to travel the world to find her a house? Like, that just... In what, how does that make any sense? Is what I want to know. Not that things necessarily have to make sense, but, you know, it definitely helps if they do. Oh, I need to see... Let's look at her stats real quick. Attack 260. Speed is awful. Let's look at formation here. So Vanguard, health and vitality. Let's put her down here. I'd prefer strength and speed. This is anti-basil. There's lots in this area. Let's split up and collect it. How much do we need to get? As much as we can carry. Are you injured? It's the old man in the inn. I wouldn't mind, and it's not far to Belinda's, so shopping wouldn't be a problem. See, I'll ask them what they think tonight. You two related, then? Thought we were looking for a place where the two of you could live. The village where I live was attacked by monsters, and my house was destroyed by Aldo, so he's looking for a new place for me to live. Don't leave things out so I sound like a criminal. I understand, I'll tell you everything. Alice, if there's anything I can do, tell me anything. Till our agreement comes to an end, Aldo's money is my money and Aldo's rights are my rights. Won't hesitate to have you help. All you'll get are more expenses, though. Should be enough. Let's go back to the guest house. Come to think of it, you know lots about herbs. For a time I made a living selling herbs, too. You did, Aldo? That's surprising. Magic swords they were talking about before, could they be? Oh, I forgot about the swords. Yeah, so, you know, game started out relatively interesting with the dudes being turned into swords and all that. I totally forgot about that because we're helping a girl find a house. What we need to do is find her foster parents. I don't believe this. How come our swords and magic are useless? Oh, those monsters. If we don't do something, the village will be destroyed. If only we had more power. Wish for power, do you? Who are you? What are you? I get potential. Do you wish for power? Yeah, I want power. Give me power. Make your wish come true. And he turns into a sword. Isn't that a magic sword? One of those antiques? How come he turned into something like that? I don't know. Withdrawal. Things like this, whatever happens, we're finished. We should get away before you turn into magic swords ourselves. Analysis complete. This too will not become Elpisia. Many humans have low magic power. Kill them. Well, that doesn't look good. As I thought, Yato has to touch them to confirm. The other two of them could see Yato. Interesting. Today was a wonderful day. We got to eat delicious food and the place was clean from corner to corner. Got so much firewood chopped. I feel like my back in my 20s. Back's not mended though. If you need to, go see a doctor. Come to a conclusion about Alice moving here. We talked about it, but we think it'll be difficult. We're not young, you know. We can't say how long we'll be healthy. We can't do something we can't take responsibility for. Well, at least they're looking out for her. Up to so much that a night's free stay isn't enough to repay you. Wish there was something we could do. How about we ask Europa, who was saying he needed workers. My nephew is coming tomorrow morning. He works for the guild. How about we ask if you can live and work there? Guild is an organization famous across the world. Never heard bad rumors about it. Not a bad idea, don't you think? I don't know about the wages and benefits, but I think they're honest. Have nothing to say against it. How about it, Alice? Let me think about it. First, I'd like to hear some more details. Alright, so we'll meet the nephew. By the way, Aldo, you were pretty good with a sword. Were you a soldier or something? He doesn't want to talk about it. There was a time when my sword made me enough to live on. Excuse me. Paradise. Sorry, don't worry about it. Something I want to ask you. It's about these weapons. That's magic power. They're magic swords. How come you have them? Found them in my village. When I was 7, the village where I grew up was attacked. Playing in the forest, so my life was spared. Everybody died. I found those magic swords. Thought when I heard about what happened at the village, these magic swords could be my parents or some people who know the whereabouts. I was under the thumb of the Seta boss. My magic swords and my freedom were both stolen away. Now that I've got them back, I want to find my parents. Okay. So you should go look for them. You don't have to pretend to be a servant. The conditions were fairly vague in the first place. Don't worry about the agreement. But I want to pray you for what you did. It's as strong as my desire to find parents. So please let me stay with you for a while. Okay. What is that? I see. We want anyone who can help. We welcome any new workers. Oh, it's a costume. It's up to the guild chief whether you'll be accepted, but I can take you to the guild no problem at all. It's only a short time, but so much fun. Thanks to you, we can reopen the guest house. Come and see us again. I'll wait here for you. Come and tell me when you're ready to set off. Okay. So what I am curious about is if we can buy anything. 2,000... We just helped them and then they want to charge 2,000 gold for us to stay in a freaking inn. Forget that. Alright. Well, I think that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a like, consider subscribing. We'll be back with more soon. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.